Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, episode number 47. Kind of makes me think of somebody who's sitting in the Oval Office. That's the number president that we have right now. Anyway, that's why I brought in a special guest. Our special guest today is Karen Mata, our queen of coal sculpting here at Ageless Forever.
Hello.
Hello. All right. So welcome to Coffee with Doc. You walk by it and you hear it go on and you haven't had the opportunity to do it. And I know that you're a little nervous, but don't be. We're going to have fun. So, you've been working as an MA here at Ageless Forever for how long?
About 5 years.
5 years. Wow.
Yes. And I love it.
For some reason, it seems longer, but not in a bad way, but it's just because, it just seems like you've been here with us a lot longer. And then we tasked you, and it seems like it's been over 5 years, but we tasked you with getting up to date and learning cool sculpting and kind of learning. We sent you to Cool Sculpting University. And then I think you got some special certification from them.
Yes, I did get a few certifications actually. So I was trained in body contouring as well as how to have consultations with patients.
Mhm.
And it's helped me a lot.
Now, did they have like a master cool sculptor kind of thing? Have
They
you done that?
so they do have a master's, well, they used to have a master's program, but now it's all in one. So I'm technically a master
You're a
sculptor.
master cool sculptor.
Yes.
All right. Not technically, you are.
I
Okay.
am, yes.
So they had that, probably
They removed that
that title
yes,
per se, and then just put everybody that
everybody.
gets trained in it now. And so you've been doing cool sculpting with us for how long?
About well, I started doing cool sculpting when I started working here, and I honestly fell in love with it. And I think Joni and yourself saw that I fell in love with it, and I made it my own.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
So
I took over it.
you took it over and you owned it, right? And so about how many patients do you think that you've treated in the time, you know,
I want to say
if you had to
a
guess, about
hundred,
100
a
patients?
hundred patients.
Wow. And I know that you've got a little book with,
Yes, I have before and after pictures are amazing. I am very proud of all the results and the benefits that we get from showing patients before and after pictures.
okay. Well, let's talk a little bit more about cool sculpting in particular. So somebody's interested in cool sculpting and they want to know what areas do we treat. So let's start from the top and work our way down.
So, one of the most popular areas to treat is submental, which is double chin.
Mhm.
Then there we can do the arms, we can do our back.
Typically, when they do the arms, they're doing the back side of the arms and
Yes, the back, the
get rid of the
underarms.
bat wings.
Yes, the bat wings
Okay.
they call them.
Okay.
Um, but we can also do the back,
The back, so the
sides,
back where the
the
bra
bra area,
area. Okay. The flanks, so the love
flanks, the
handles.
love handles. Those are very popular.
Mhm.
Of course, the stomach is the most popular
Okay.
because that's where you see the fat that's very stubborn. And a lot of our patients that are very healthy and work out, they tend to have that little stubborn area, and cool sculpting takes care of it.
It's
So
perfect for that, right?
it's perfect for it.
Any lower
Um,
inside of the thighs?
Inner thighs, we do right here on top of the knee. It's
Oh, okay.
also an area that we can treat. So, and it is FDA approved. So that's why I love it as well because
FDA approved for just the fat loss?
fat loss and also, well, for underneath your chin, it's FDA approved for skin tightening.
Oh, very cool.
Yes.
So, but that's the only area that it's approved
That
for.
is the only area. Everything else is I seen it does tighten your skin, but it's not FDA
So
approved.
we can't really,
I can't really
you've
say.
observed
I
that, but we
observe,
can't
yes.
come out and say that it's going to tighten the skin, right?
Mhm.
But we use something in conjunction with that though to help with the skin
We
healing, right?
do,
Another little
yes.
product that we use.
So we have a few products, but the most popular one is elastin, and it helps with the skin tightening. So CoolSculpting does the fat loss, and elastin helps with the skin tightening.
Very good. So now we know the areas that can be treated. How long does a treatment take?
It's only 35 minutes, which is amazing, and we do have the newest machine that Dr. Pierce purchased for us because we used to have the Legacy before, and the Legacy was only one head,
Mhm.
so I wasn't able to treat patients as fast as I treat them now. So now I'm able to do 2 areas at one time
Oh,
with
I didn't
my
even know
machine.
that. See, I mean,
Yeah.
I don't even know what I'm buying, I guess. Right. So it's almost like dual sculpting then. While with
Yes.
the old legacy, you needed two
You
machines.
needed 2 machines. With this one, it's just 1 and pretty
And
fast.
the time is a lot less because it used to take a lot longer, didn't it?
Yes, because now you're able to do 2 areas in 35
But
minutes.
but even when the old one, didn't it take a little bit longer for even a single head placement? Wasn't it like 45 minutes? Was it like 10 minutes longer?
It
Or
depends
when it
on the
just depended?
head. Yeah, it
Okay.
depends on the area that you wanna treat. Under smaller areas they take longer, so this
Oh,
area takes 45 minutes.
okay. So just depends on the area, but we're looking about a half hour, 45 minutes per area.
Right.
Okay. About how many treatments for somebody of that particular area? I know some people can get it done in one treatment, but on average, how many treatments does somebody need to go?
Well, you really do need to do at least 3 treatments in order for you to see the max results. You'll see results after 1 treatment, but for you to be happy with your results, definitely 3 to 4.
Okay. So you're looking at just a little time investment. Um, what do we have for patients and they're sitting in there for half hour or an hour or so?
So a lot of our patients bring their work, computer, they watch Netflix. I have a TV in there. I'll give them refreshments and play some Netflix. It's pretty fast, so it's easy,
Quick and easy.
quick and easy.
So let's talk about if it's easy, is there pain associated with that?
There can be some discomfort after we remove the machine, but it's only for a few seconds. I want to say maybe, I want to say a minute. After we massage the area, your body's going back to the regular temperature, so it's uncomfortable.
Mhm.
But after I wanna say 10 minutes after your massage, it goes away, so it's not too bad.
Okay. Is the massage uncomfortable for the patient?
It could be.
Can be
For some people it is,
sensitive.
some people yeah, some people are very sensitive and some people are not, so
Yeah, I remember when we first did it, it was like feeling that tissue was like ice crystals in butter kind of
yeah,
thing.
it
You can
feels like
hear
a
it.
slush,
Yeah, kind of slushy. And
slushy
you're breaking
feeling,
that up a little
and
bit.
then, like, you can, like, mold it into shapes. So it's
Do,
pretty
do you
fun.
do that sometimes more than you say,
Yeah.
right? Look what I had.
I'll make little no.
So, all right. So they're a little discomfort. Do they have any potential for pain after, like after that little 10 minutes or?
So you can have a late onset pain. It's rare, but some people do have it and it's uncomfortable, but again, it goes away. It's not something that stays. And that's about it that I've
I
noticed.
noticed like when I did mine years when we first got it, because I always have to try the stuff. It, I did my flanks and they just felt numb for
Right.
a month or so afterwards. And I was like, oh, okay. So I think maybe it froze the fat on some of the sensory nerves, and it kind of caused them to feel a little numb. That was it. It wasn't, and I was, I don't know, it was just weird when I would dry off with my towel. I was like, it's just a little different feeling.
A
They
lot
don't
of
hurt.
people do say that.
Yeah,
They feel numb. Um,
it's kind of like a tingly feeling. It was, yeah, it was. So okay. Now there's a relatively rare condition. I know the old numbers. I know they've had some new updates. So PAH is paradoxical adipose hyperplasia, right? So it happens very rarely, but basically the fat cells respond to the exact opposite of what we would expect when they're exposed to that cold. So the general mechanism of action here is when we freeze the fat cells, an ice crystal forms inside the fat cell, and the body recognizes that, and it causes that fat cell to go undergo what's called apoptosis. It's programmed cell death because it's like frostbite, but it's controlled because the temperature does not affect the skin. It's only affecting those fat cells. And so we lose, what is it, 20% of the fat cells in the area treated. And so then when we do it again, we get another 20%, and then we get another 20%,
20 to
right?
25.
Okay. And so that's why it takes 2 to 3 treatments so we can get that additive effect. And so you have to look at it as the way that they measure this is with an ultrasound, and they measure from the skin to the abdominal muscle the fat that is in between there. And so if we keep it simple and say there was 10 centimeters of fat and you lost 20% of that, that's 2 centimeters. Now you have 8 centimeters of fat. Now, the next treatment that we do, if you lose 20% again, you don't lose 2 centimeters because 20% of 8 is now 1.6. So now you're down to 6.4. And now if we do another treatment, you lose another 20%. And what is that? 1.28. So call it 1.3. So now you go from 6.4 down to 5.1. So let's just call that 5. And so over that 10, you've lost half of that fat. But if you went about it and you said 20%, 20%, 20%, 60%, well, then you'd be down to 4 centimeters. So it's not quite additive, but you have to kind of look at it mathematically in that vein. But losing 5 centimeters of fat, that's a lot because that's circumferential as well. So most people will see that as not only you're going to see it here, but you're going to see it as your clothes fit a lot better, right? Because losing that kind of circumference. So PIH don't mean to get off topic, but that's when instead of the fat cells responding by apoptosis, they get more durable and they become hardened. And then that fat in that area of treatment becomes hard and you can feel it. Very rare, as Karen said. What is that percentage?
0.003%.
Wow. So that is 0.003%. That's 1 in 3,000
I've never seen it
patients.
myself.
Well, I have, and it was
Wow.
we've seen it. It came from another facility that had it, and this was in the very beginnings. And I diagnosed it and said, "Yeah, this is
Well,
PIH."
I've not heard of a case with the new Elite machine.
Ah.
We have the newest one.
So this
So, because a lot of the heads were recalled.
from their old legacy.
Legacy,
Okay,
yes. So I don't know if that
it may have something to do with it,
has
right? So
something
the
to
new
do with it.
technology has really helped. But the only treatment for that is
Liposuction.
that's it. So one of the benefits, and then you correct me if I'm wrong in this, but my understanding is that if you go to a qualified provider through CoolSculpting and you end up with PIH and it is diagnosed, that CoolSculpting will help pay for your liposuction from a board certified plastic surgeon.
Yes, they do have a program that will pay for a portion of it if it's diagnosed by a medical professional and they have, medical history and they'll take care of it.
So we just have
It's a
to
great
put in
thing.
all the right stuff, but they stand behind their product is what we're trying to kind of convey here. Um, So somebody gets the procedure, takes a half hour. We do the massage. They walk out the door. Is there any downtime?
There is no downtime. That's a great thing about cool scoping is that you can go do your regular activity, you can work out, go back to work, do whatever, and it doesn't affect anything.
So what about like when people get liposuction, they have to wear funny garments right afterwards to keep everything tight and everything. Do they have to wear anything or
It's not mandatory. Of some of the trainings that I went to, they recommend it, some recommend it, but it's not something that is mandatory
okay?
after the treatment.
So is it going to so it potentially could enhance the effects of the treatment
The
if they wear a
Well,
restrictive garment?
they have studies on it,
Mhm.
and they do say that it helps as well as after you do if you do, lymphatic massages as
Mhm.
well. So you can also do that,
Get
and
rid of some of the
just
fluid.
get rid of the fluid, yeah.
Okay. All right. Hmm. Now I know we don't utilize our sound wave therapy for cool sculpting,
No.
do we? But there's some studies that show that that helps too.
Oh, I
Yeah.
can try that.
So I'm right. So in and I think we did for a minute, and some people, I think we got feedback that was too uncomfortable
Oh.
from that. We may need to reinvestigate that though,
Mm.
and utilize the sound wave there because especially the one we have in the other room because it actually can warm that tissue up, you know, with a few pulses. So
'Cause it gets really cold when I'm doing the massage.
once
So,
because it's freezing it,
it's
right?
freezing.
Yeah,
So maybe
it's,
that's a good idea.
yeah, something we could look at. See something new and exclusive here at Ageless Forever. Um, what do you think that we haven't covered that people should know about cool sculpting?
I think it's the best non-invasive fat loss procedure, and it's been studied versus other treatments and other machines that I've seen and I've looked up. And I've seen really good results before and afters for myself with the patients here. So that's what I think that everybody needs to know is
Okay.
that cool sculpting does work.
Well, I think another thing is we've changed a lot that we used to do. I mean, we used to offer cool sculpting for an area and this amount of treatments, and now we're looking at it more holistically. We want the results, and so what are we doing now for patients to really ensure that they're getting the best possible results?
So we are now offering a membership program. So with that membership, you're able to have your all your treatments. You're able to do up to 3 to 4 treatments, and that's where you see the most results. And you save the most money
So 3 to 4 treatments per area.
per area.
Okay, and how many treatments can a person do in a day?
You can do as many as
Just
I've had patients come in the whole day, especially patients that don't live here. I have a lot of patients that live out of the city and or even out of the country. They come here to see me and they'll come for the whole day for even 2 days straight. Right? They're usually Thursday and Fridays and then they'll stay here in Vegas and party.
okay. Right. But they're not getting double treatment on any particular area,
No.
right? They're doing all the first treatment or
First
multiple
treatment.
areas.
So it has to be you have to wait 4 to 6 weeks in between each treatment
Okay.
because your body has to get rid of that dead fat,
And the fluid
the
and start
fluids.
healing.
Yes, because if you do it too soon, it might be painful.
Okay.
So you have to be careful with that.
Okay. That's good information. And so we have the membership. Um, and then how does that membership work?
So it's a 5-month membership and it's a one-time fee that you pay, and there's also an hourly rate. Well, the good thing about it is that we have the elite machine, so you're able to do 2 treatments at the same time, so you're able to get about 4 areas in an hour. So
Oh,
that's a
wow.
great deal.
And you're only paying for the hour,
Yeah,
right?
you're only paying for the hour,
Wow.
so
So yeah, if you think of it, the last 5 months and you get the membership today, you do your first treatment today, and you have to wait 4 weeks before you can do another one, and that's only a month, and so you could potentially get up to 5 treatments in an area if somebody needed it Wait, that how much?
I really don't limit it. I don't say like, "Oh, this is the limit." You're able to come and say, "If I want my underarms or inner thighs and you wanna add more stuff, you can definitely add more areas. Just pay
Just
that
per the hour,
money."
right? That's beautiful. And so, um, man, what else? Is there anything more that we need to talk about with cool sculpting?
I think that's about it.
Okay. Well, if you are interested in getting that summer body dialed in, come and see the queen of cool sculpting, Karen, right here at Ageless Forever. Give us a call, 702 838 1995, 1994, 1998. What is our phone number? If you are interested in,
838-1994.
there you go. If you if you wow, if you are interested in coal sculpting, give us a call, 702-838-1994 or www.agelessforever.net. Ask for the Queen of Coal Sculpting, Karen, and she will take care of you, make sure that you get in, get an assessment. Unfortunately, this is something we cannot do via telemedicine, so we need you in here so she can, look at you, maybe grab a little bit of that fat to make sure it's the appropriate type of subcutaneous fat that will get some results, and she'll get you dialed in. Thank you for your time. We'll see you at the next episode of Coffee with Doc. Thank you, Karen.
Thanks, guys.